For more than 80 years, the American Hockey League has a rich and storied history, dating back to its formation in 1936. Hockey legends like Eddie Shore, Johnny Bower, Larry Robinson, Martin Brodeur, and others have left their mark on the AHL through the years. The 2017-2018 season continued that tradition of excellence, beginning with the addition of two new teams to the league, one in Laval, Quebec, and the other in Belleville, Ontario. The Laval Rocket opened play at the brand new Place Bell as the top affiliate of the Montreal Canadiens. The Rocket welcomed over 250,000 fans during their inaugural season, good for an average of 6,700 per game. The Rocket also excelled in several business metrics, including topping the league in corporate sales revenue. The Belleville community welcomed AHL hockey with open arms as the Belleville Senators made a name for themselves in their first season with the league. Relocation of the Ottawa Senators AHL affiliate to Belleville was about proximity and product, both of which were achieved as the team frequently played in front of capacity crowds at the newly renovated Yarmden Arena. All told, over 6.5 million fans attended AHL games during the regular season, the third highest total in league history. The San Diego Gulls ended an 11-year run by the Hershey Bears and led the league in attendance for the first time, averaging more than 9,300 fans per game at the Valley View Casino Center. Cleveland finished second in the league in attendance with nearly 9,200 per game, while the Hershey Bears saw an average of 9,100 fans attend games this past season at Giants Center. The Utica Comets sold out every game at the Odd for the third straight season, bringing their sellout streak to 133 consecutive regular season and playoff games. During the 2017-2018 season, the AHL had a record year in terms of ticketing and corporate sales revenue combined across all 30 teams. Teams with large increases in ticket sales revenue included the San Diego Gulls, Toronto Marlies, Iowa Wild, Grand Rapids Griffins, Texas Stars, and Ontario Reign. While in corporate revenue, the Cleveland Monsters, San Antonio Rampage, Texas Stars, Springfield Thunderbirds, Tucson Roadrunners, and San Diego Gulls significantly increased their revenues year over year. The Hershey Bears celebrated their 80th anniversary season in 2017-2018, and the highlight of their anniversary celebration was their second AHL Outdoor Classic held at Hershey Park Stadium. The Bears hosted their in-state rival, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, in front of 13,000 fans during the 10th outdoor game in AHL history, and in a spirited contest, the Phantoms topped the Bears 5-2. The AHL invited fans from around the league to Central New York for the annual AHL All-Star Classic. Partnering with Turning Stone Resort Casino, the Utica Comets successfully hosted their second AHL All-Star Classic. In the skills competition, former Comet Alexander Grenier of the Springfield Thunderbirds won the CCM Hardest Shot event with a shot clocked at 104.1 miles per hour, while John Gilmore of the Hartford Wolfpack captured the CCM Fastest Skater with a time of 13.66 seconds, the fourth fastest in event history. The Providence Bruins' Jordan Binnington and the Ontario Reign's Cal Peterson shared the CCM Top Goaltender Award, with each stopping 16 of 18 shots. The AHL All-Star Challenge was just as exciting, with the league stars representing their divisions in a round-robin tournament. The host North Division was down by 3 goals with less than 3 minutes remaining in the final preliminary contest before they rallied for a 4-3 victory over the Atlantic Division to earn a berth in the championship game. Rochester Americans rookie C.J. Smith scored the only goal in the title game and earned MVP honors as the North defeated the Pacific Division to earn the All-Star Challenge championship. The All-Star festivities also allowed the AHL to recognize the careers of honorary captains Craig Cunningham and Scott Pellerin and induct 4 new members into the AHL Hall of Fame: Jim Bartlett, Dom Biggs, Brian Kilray, and Glenn Murkowski. With the AHL continuing its place as one of the premier hockey leagues in the world, its digital presence followed suit. The ahl.com saw impressive traffic with over 25 million page views and 3 million unique users. Social media continued to serve as an important tool for fans, with the league as a whole eclipsing 1.5 million fans on Facebook, 1 million followers on Twitter, and 750,000 followers on Instagram. Additionally, this year saw more than 28,000 downloads of the AHL mobile app, totaling more than 260,000 downloads to date. The league also maintained a significant broadcast presence, with every game streamed worldwide on AHL Live. In addition, more than 200 games were televised live on on regional networks across the United States and Canada, and a package of games that air nationally on NHL Network and TSN. Off the ice, American Hockey League players and staff continued to promote charitable efforts in their local communities. Players, coaches, and mascots combined for more than 4,000 visits to local schools, hospitals, libraries, and other locations, and the league and its teams raised more than $5.7 million to donate to various charitable causes and relief funds across North America. In recognition of his efforts in Chicago, Wolves forward Scooter Vaughn received the AHL's Yannick Dupree Memorial Award as the league's Man of the Year for the 2017-18 season. The 2017-2018 regular season also saw several impressive individual accomplishments. Travis Morin of the Texas Stars and Cal O'Reilly of the Iowa Wild each recorded their 500th point of their American Hockey League careers, becoming just the 92nd and 93rd players in the history of the league to reach that milestone. Lehigh Valley Phantoms defenseman TJ Brennan scored his 400th career point in 2017-2018, a rare milestone for an AHL defenseman. Brennan now ranks 7th all-time in scoring among blue liners in league history. The San Jose Barracuda's Roy Sommer, already the winningest coach in AHL history, secured his 700th regular season win, all with the Sharks organization. And Todd Nelson of the Grand Rapids Griffins won his 300th game as a head coach in the American Hockey League and will bring his impressive resume to the NHL next season as an assistant coach with the Dallas Stars. The Toronto Marlies closed out the 2017-2018 regular season with 54 wins and 112 points to earn the McGregor-Kilpatrick Trophy for the second time in the last 3 years. The Marlies also played a significant role in the success of the Toronto Maple Leafs season, as 10 different players were called up to play in the NHL during the year. Garrett Sparks had a terrific year in net for the Marlies, taking home the Aldrich Baz Bastian Award as the league's outstanding goaltender. Sparks posted a record of 31-9-2 in 43 appearances, ranking first in the league in goals against average, save percentage, and wins, and second overall in shutouts. Phil Varone of the Lehigh Valley Phantoms won the Les Cunningham Award as the league's MVP during the regular season. He totaled 23 goals and 47 assists for a career-best 70 points, and he helped the Phantoms to the Atlantic Division title. Manitoba Moose players Mason Appleton and Sami Niku earned well-deserved recognition during the regular season. Appleton was named the AHL's Rookie of the Year as he totaled 22 goals and 44 assists for 66 points on the season, good for first among league rookies and fourth overall in scoring. Niku earned the Eddie Shore Award as the top defenseman in the AHL, recording 54 points and earning a late-season call-up by the parent Winnipeg Jets. Manitoba Moose head coach Pascal Vincent earned AHL Coach of the Year honors as he led the Moose to a 24-point improvement over the previous season and a berth in the Calder Cup playoffs. Vincent guided the Moose to the second round of the 2018 Calder Cup playoffs after eliminating the defending Calder Cup champions from Grand Rapids in the division semifinals. And the AHL proved once again that it isn't just a developmental league for players. 23 NHL head coaches in 2017-2018 were graduates of the American Hockey League coaching ranks, including 2016 Calder Cup champion Jared Bednar, who led the Colorado Avalanche to a berth in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Bruce Cassidy had success during his first full season in Boston after 8 years in Providence, and former Calder Cup champion and AHL Coach of the Year Barry Trotz guided the Washington Capitals to their first Stanley Cup championship. Many of the AHL's top players were recognized with key call-ups to their parent clubs this season. 328 players skated in both the NHL and the AHL this year. 87% of players on NHL rosters in 2017-18 were AHL alumni. In addition, 95 AHL players made their NHL debuts, including Nick Merkley, Jake DeBrusk, and Thatcher Demko. The Washington Capitals and Vegas Golden Knights reached the Stanley Cup final on the strength of contributions from dozens of AHL graduates. The Golden Knights had the most successful season ever for an expansion team, led by AHL alumni like Jonathan Marchessault, William Karlsson, James Neal, and Marc-Andre Fleury. And the Capitals roster featured 14 players who developed with the Hershey Bears, including Calder Cup champions Braden Holtby, John Carlson, and Jay Beagle. The AHL's Calder Cup playoffs were memorable as always. On May 9th, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms and Charlotte Checkers battled for more than 6 hours in the longest game in AHL history, finally won by the Phantoms 6 minutes and 48 seconds into the fifth overtime period. The Texas Stars won their third Western Conference championship in 9 seasons, winning 7 overtime games en route to eliminating Ontario, Tucson, and Rockford. But it was the Toronto Marlies finishing on top of the AHL mountain, outlasting Texas in a Calder Cup final series that was capped by the first championship Game 7 in 15 years. All 7 games between the Marlies and Stars were played in front of capacity crowds at both Ricoh Coliseum and the HEB Center at Cedar Park. Capping a season that saw him go from AHL All-Star to NHL debut to Stanley Cup playoffs to Calder Cup champion, Andreas Johnsson won the Jack A. Butterfield Trophy as the most valuable player of the AHL postseason. Johnsson registered 24 points in 16 games for the Marlies, including 2 goals and an assist in their Game 7 triumph. As we close the book on another successful year, we look ahead to next season by welcoming the Colorado Eagles as the 31st member of the AHL. The Eagles will join the Pacific Division as the primary development affiliate of the Colorado Avalanche. With an unshakable commitment to compelling hockey and player development, the American Hockey League will continue to flourish well into the future.